say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets red clear, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Join with me in a spirit of prayer, in a spirit of reverence, and a spirit of reflection as these thoughts comprise our invocation. As we gather diverse in belief, unified in achievement, let us pause to reflect with gratitude on the journey thus far. You arrived at this day by design, not by accident. Each of you have been endowed with unique talents, gifts, and abilities. You arrived at this day with different dreams, goals, and hopes. Yet you all came to this institution of higher learning to harness your talents, sharpen your skills, and to test your limits. You came uniquely created, woven in the depths, and loved. Your lives are not mere accidents. Rather, they have design, purpose, and promise. You came to this day having had others, parents, teachers, mentors, and friends who have loved you and invested their very soul into your lives. May this day remind you not only of all you have achieved, but of all that has been invested into you by those who love you and care for you. You arrived at this day having made mistakes along the way, yet your mistakes did not define you. Rather, because you were loved, your mistakes became a learning experience. We are all works in progress, always growing, never arriving. You test your limits, push against the boundaries, and discover who you are. While mistakes have consequences, you have learned from them, overcame them, and grew. You were not defined by them. Instead, you were redeemed from them. Remember those who have always believed in you, never doubted your potential, and loved you unconditionally. Because of this, because of unconditional love, we are redeemed. You arrived at this day sustained. Friendships sustain. Parents, guardians, and relatives sustain. Your resilience sustains. Your faith sustains. When you felt like you could not complete another assignment, when you felt you could not pass the test, when you felt that circumstances would not allow you to complete your degree, all that has been invested into you and all that you invested has sustained you. And out of respect for the diversity of beliefs, may I simply say that, according to my own faith, in the privacy of my heart, have I offered up prayers to the one who I believe created, redeemed, and continues to sustain on your behalf. Like many who are gathered to celebrate this achievement, I hope the absolute best for you all. May you take the knowledge you have acquired, the skills you have learned, and the habits that you've developed, and make the most of the opportunities before you. May your dreams improve our communities. May your skills reveal new possibilities. May your perseverance build the good future for our world. For our eyes are fixed on the hope of a good future, fueled by those like you who are created with intention, redeemed for continued growth, and sustained through difficulty. May you find the faith to truly believe that you are intentionally created, unconditionally loved, and constantly sustained so that your good future may become your reality and reality for those you love. Amen.
Please be seated. Good afternoon. My name is Hope Rivers, and I have the honor of serving as the president of Piedmont Technical College. Let me give a special thanks to Reverend Tim Marsh for the invocation, to Ms. Jane Herlong, our Piedmont Technical College area commissioner representing Edgefield County for singing the Star Spangled Banner, and then for Emerald City Brass for the music. As I look around this amazing and talented group of graduates, I am humbled and grateful that you chose to be a part of Piedmont Technical College and our family. At this time, I would like to recognize those who made this possible. I'll start with the Piedmont Technical College Foundation Board. The Piedmont Technical College Foundation Board is a 501c3 nonprofit corporation that provides financial support to the college beyond that which is obtained from traditional funding sources. The foundation attracts support from alumni and friends, business and industry, and grant-making organizations. It also raises money through annual giving plans, gift campaigns, special events, and estate planning tools and techniques. At this time, I would like to recognize our Area Commission. The Area Commission is the governing board of Piedmont Technical College. The commissioners are recommended by their county's legislative delegation and appointed by the governor of South Carolina for 4-year terms. The commissioners that are with us today are Anita Butler, representing Abbeville; Jane Herlong, representing Edgefield; Dr. Cone, representing Greenwood; Cherry Brown, who also serves as secretary, representing McCormick; Dr. Dennis Lambries, representing Saluda, who also serves as the vice chair. Can we give them all a round of applause? Other guests that we have with us today are Emily Blair and Nicole Herbert from Greenwood Promise. Thank you. The Greenwood Promise is a place-based last dollar scholarship program designed to reach beyond the boundaries of economic need and academic ability. As such, the Promise awards funds to offset the remaining balance of post-secondary tuition and mandatory fees for every high school graduate whose primary residence is zoned for districts 50, 51, and 52. Thank you. We also have with us Mr. John Cobb. If you would please stand. John is representing the Lakelands Home Builders Association. Thank you. We are so pleased to have and recognize such a wonderful faculty. If the Piedmont Technical College faculty would please stand and be recognized. Thank you. And the same goes for the Piedmont Technical College staff. If you would all please stand and be recognized. Graduates, today is a life-changing day for you. This is your day of achievement, the culmination of what you have worked for, worried about, and prayed over. This is the first of many destinations, each of which will carry you another step forward into a life of success and independence, the life that you have dreamed about, the life that you deserve. No matter how you got here, no matter how confident or perhaps afraid you were when you first enrolled at Piedmont Technical College, it took real courage to take the first step and enroll in college. Every one of us on this stage felt a bit of trepidation, nervousness, or anxiety during the first few weeks of college, especially those of us who are first-generation college students. But courage keeps us all optimistic. You see, courage is not simply the absence of fear. It is moving forward in spite of fear, in spite of doubt. And look at you now. You achieved the most daunting and challenging goal. Today, you are college graduates. I am so proud of each one of you for hanging in there, for doing the hard work, and for keeping your eyes on the prize. You did it. Enjoy and revel in your achievement. This is the reward for the late nights, the study groups, the sidebar conversations with your instructors. Remember this day, pause, and take it all in. You are here because you deserve to be here. Congratulations.
Good afternoon. Congratulations, graduates. I have the pleasure of introducing our speakers today. Our first speaker will be Lamar Elmore. Lamar is receiving his associate degree in cardiovascular technology, adult echo, today. He resides in his hometown of Abbeville and is a proud Panther. Lamar chose PTC because of the cardiovascular program and his own experience of having to receive a pacemaker and defibrillator device at the age of 24. He has enjoyed the hands-on experiences in the lab and clinical sites. Another positive experience he's had here at PTC is participating in different activities as a presidential ambassador and meeting new faces. He is currently working as an echo-sonographer at Self Regional Healthcare with plans to remain employed full-time after graduation. Ms. Mamie Nicholson will follow. Self Family Foundation President Mamie Nicholson, a PTC alumna, was the first in her family to attend college. She is keenly attuned to the challenges and insecurities many college students face. She earned an associate degree in business technology while working the night shift at Capsugel, currently Lonza, and attending classes during the day. Later, while employed as a legal secretary at Greenwood Mills, owned by the Self family, she earned a bachelor's degree in business from Limestone University. She went on to serve the Self Family Foundation as its first program officer, and she was named its president in 2020. She received many honors and has served in key leadership and governing board roles during her career. She is the daughter of Elnora Williams Jennings and the late Jesse Williams, and is married to former State Senator Floyd Nicholson. They have 3 adult sons and 2 daughters-in-law. Please join me as we welcome our speakers today.
Good afternoon. My name is Lamar Elmore. I was born and raised in Abbeville, South Carolina, and a graduate of Abbeville High School. To President Dr. Hope Rivers and Board of Trustee members, faculty, and staff of this great institution in class of 2023, you can all applaud yourselves, classmates, because we made it. It is an honor and pleasure to stand before you today. I would first like to recognize a couple of individuals who have been of great help to me. To my lovely parents, thank you for supporting me along this journey called life. To Mr. David Rosenbaum, thank you for the opportunity for allowing me to be a presidential ambassador. To my praying grandmothers and staff, thank you. To my instructors, Laura Boone and Scott Wells, for their teaching, and also to my pastor and First Lady Knox. I can recall my stepmother, Plachette Elmore, having the conversation with me, asking what would be my next step after earning my bachelor's degree from Lander University in 2016. I honestly never fully decided, although I had a high interest in becoming a physical therapist. At the time, I was just ready to be done with school. After earning this man-made scent degree, working for Abbeville Area Wellness Center as a wellness assistant for nearly 7 years, little did I know the journey of life would be preparing me for a God-sent degree. You see, I wish I could stand here and tell you I found interest in studying the heart through watching medical shows such as Grey's Anatomy, Chicago Med, and many more. But my journey in becoming a part of the non-invasive cardiovascular program runs way deeper than any TV show. September the 3rd, 2018, I attended a church event where I was scheduled to praise dance at. After my performance, I recall sitting back down in my seat and instantly beginning to feel something wasn't right. I remember tapping a friend in front of me to tell her if they had a nurse in their church to come check on me because I felt like soon I was going to pass out. Shortly after this conversation, I collapsed in my seat. When I regained consciousness, I found myself surrounded by people ensuring me 911 had been called and soon after, the ambulance showed up to take me to the hospital. As I was in the back of the ambulance, I looked down and could see my heart appearing like it was going to beat out of my chest with a heart rate of 180 beats per minute. After injections of different types of medicine to slow my heart down, having no effect, I was put to sleep and shocked back into normal rhythm. After having to spend the night in CICU, I soon encountered my first experience with having an echocardiogram performed on me. After multiple doctor's appointments, I soon learned that my cardiologist thought it was best for me to have a pacemaker and defibrillator device implanted. I instantly remember thinking to myself, would this slow me down in life? Would I be able to continue on with a normal life, enjoying all the physical activity I once was able to? November the 16th, 2018, I had my device implanted. I vividly remember my dad standing over me with a face of worry. I simply told him, I'll be fine. Throughout the whole process, was I scared? Sure, I was. I wouldn't stand here today and tell you I wasn't, because at the age of 24 years old, this was the biggest thing I had faced in my life. But at the same time, I remembered that no weapon formed against me shall prosper. God never said that the weapon wouldn't form, but I just knew that whatever it was that was attempting to hinder me would not win. Through the nights in CICU alone, I learned to trust God, even when it felt like I couldn't trace him. I also knew that he would never leave me nor forsake me, and I can very well attest to that. After a couple of years went by, me and my stepmom decided that Piedmont Tech's cardiovascular program could very well be my niche. After the years of COVID, Piedmont Tech's decision on allowing free tuitions to take place, I knew that this was my time to enroll back in school. On my very first time applying to the non-invasive cardiovascular program, I was accepted. I remember feeling overwhelmed with joy. I often would practice staying up late and waking up early to go to work so that I could get accustomed to being able to function off of 4 and 5 hours of sleep, being that I would be working full-time, a PRN weekend job, and going to school. Hey, what can I say? At the end of the day, it all paid off for me. As I closed my speech to my dad, that same face that once had worry written all over it, when I had to go through what I went through, is now turned into a big smile because I made it through. I didn't understand at the time why this was happening to me, but now it all makes sense. It was all a part of God's plan for me to be able to relate better to my patients that I encounter. I too know how it feels to deal with heart-related issues, to have echo after echo perform, to spend lonely nights in CICU wondering what's to come. My story will be able to encourage the next person that when trials of life come at you, keep pushing, have faith. My grandma used to tell me, tough cookies don't crumble. I know the same God that turned my test into a testimony can do the same for you. Nobody but God gets all the glory for this story. So excuse me if you see tears fall from my eyes on this day. It's just a sign to let each one of you gathered here today know that I made it. It wasn't easy, but I stayed the course. I had countless tiresome nights of studying, but I kept putting one foot in front of the other. After already having passed my boards before this graduation day, I am now a full-time registered diagnostic cardiovascular sonographer employee with Abbeville's Self-Regional Cardiovascular Echo Team. So in the words of college coach Deion Sanders, this degree here is more than just any degree to me. This degree here is personal. Thank you, and congratulations to the class of 2023.
What an awesome testimony. I had to say that. I'm known to go off script. Good afternoon. Thank you, Dr. Rivers, commissioners, Piedmont Tech leadership, and graduates for this awesome opportunity. When I graduated in 1977, I could not have imagined or even dreamed that today I would be given the honor of presenting the commencement address, or that I would have the courage to do so. I was a newlywed, looking forward to my new life and my new job as a secretary at Greenwood Mills Executive Offices. At the time, I was probably one of the first non-traditional students, as I graduated high school in 1972 and did not enter tech until 1975, while working the third shift as a capsule inspector at Capsule Jail, Lonza. Entering the campus, which at that time consisted of 2 or 3 buildings on this campus only, I was in another world. As the first in my family to attend college, I had no idea what I was getting into, but I knew that I could not spend the rest of my life on third shift inspecting capsules. Here was the beginning of the rest of my life. Here I excelled academically. Here I entered my first and only beauty pageant. Here I had the opportunity to travel outside of Greenwood and outside of South Carolina, which I had never done. Here I learned to lead as an officer in the Future Secretaries Association and Phi Theta Kappa. Here I learned to work in an office environment as a work-study student in the President and Vice President's offices. And here I learned to value who I was and who I could be, and to know that whatever I chose to do was possible. So how did I get to where I am today? It took a lot of PTC. Patience, tenacity, and compassion. Patience, the capacity to accept or tolerate delay, trouble, or suffering without getting angry or upset. The ability to wait or to continue doing something despite difficulties, or to suffer without complaining or becoming annoyed. To wait something out or endure something tedious without getting riled up or upset. I promise you, it was not easy. To begin as a secretary in human resources, move to legal secretary, then to program officer, and finally to president. The academics, experience as a work-study student, and the encouragement of lots of people enabled me to hang in there and wait. Although at the time, I had no idea what I was waiting for. One thing I did know was that waiting did not mean standing still. It meant taking advantage of every opportunity to prepare myself for whatever was coming next. This is where tenacity came into play. What is tenacity? Tenacity is the quality or fact of being very determined, the quality or fact of being persistent, of not giving up, to keep trying until you reach that goal. Pure determination. I was determined to keep climbing to the next level, to keep taking advantage of opportunities to showcase my abilities and my skills. I took advantage of the education reimbursement plan the company offered and completed my bachelor's degree. I took advantage of the plan to become a certified professional secretary, and I took advantage of the opportunity to assist others in the company to do the same. This allowed my leadership ability to shine, and for me to be placed in leadership roles within the organization and within my community, with the support of my employer. I was determined not to give up on myself or others who may have been looking up to me or who considered me a role model in some way. I had compassion for those around me who needed assistance in ways you may not think of, such as understanding me and my culture, my drive to succeed, and my determination to bring them along with me. As a result, Greenwood Mills had the largest number of certified professional secretaries in our county. This certification led to increased salaries and skills of those willing to come along and do the work. Compassion and leadership go hand in hand. My role as a leader in organizing courses with Lander University, ensuring we had enough participants to make the class, and that our companies were willing to pay the cost, reap dividends for me and for those who had the courage to step out and do the work. Compassion literally means to suffer together, and we did, especially during economics classes. It is also the feeling that arises when we are confronted with another person's suffering and feel motivated to do something about it. We were all motivated to help each other prepare for the 2-day exam we were required to take to earn certification. We literally suffered together through the courses and through the agony of waiting for our test results. Again, patience, tenacity, and compassion led to success. So how long did it take to get to where I am today? Over 40 years, 24 as program officer at the foundation prior to becoming president. Had I given up, become impatient, or quit, who knows what the outcome would have been. All I know is that my level of commitment and dedication to every job I had along the way afforded me the opportunity to be where I am today. I did not leave when I felt overlooked, less than, left out of a conversation, not asked to lunch with the group, not given credit for the work I had done, and all of the other things that occur in a work environment that may not seem fair. I stayed on task, was patient, tenacious, and definitely had compassion for those around me. I still try to exhibit these characteristics in my personal life, my work life, and in my community. Now, if you didn't notice, the 3 words I have used repeatedly, patience, tenacity, and compassion, begin with the letters PTC, the same first letters as Piedmont Technical College, the place where I grew to know who I could truly be, the place that gave me the skills to begin my journey, the same place that I know has done the same thing for you. I can personally attest to the benefit of a technical college education in securing immediate employment, providing a fulfilling life for me and my family, opening doors of opportunity and upward mobility, and now you can experience the same. I encourage you to use this step in your journey as the beginning, not the end, of your lifelong journey of education and learning. Take advantage of every opportunity and be quick to say yes. The rewards are much greater than you could ever imagine. In closing, I ask that you remember to speak kindness, apologize when you're wrong, listen carefully and without judgment, encourage others, help those less fortunate, be happy for someone else's success, forgive those who mistreat you, and accept people for who they are. And also ask that we all commit to being patient, tenacious, and compassionate as we work together to improve the space and the place that we are blessed to inhabit. Congratulations, may God bless you, and Merry Christmas to all. Thank you.
Good afternoon. This part of the ceremony allows us an opportunity to recognize those students who have excelled academically in their majors. In your programs, you'll notice that the names of some students are marked by stars. This indicates honor status. These students are wearing gold tassels. A single star indicates that a student is graduating with a grade point average between 3.5 and 3.74 on a 4.0 scale. A double star indicates that a student is graduating with a 3.75 to 3.99 grade point average. A triple star indicates that a student is graduating with a perfect 4.0. That means these students have successfully completed every course taken with a grade of A. Will our honor graduates please stand? Congratulations on your hard work. We're also proud to sponsor several honor societies. These organizations provide students with an opportunity to be recognized for academic accomplishments and commitment to their fields of study and to the college. Each society provides its members with a way to display their membership status on their commencement regalia. You can find descriptions of each in the back of your program, and I encourage you to refer to this guide as our ceremony progresses. Today, advisors and members of the following honor societies are present: Lambda Chi Nu, Lambda Nu, National Association of Licensed Practical Nurses Student Honor Society, National Technical Honor Society, Phi Theta Kappa, Tau Alpha Pi. If you're an advisor or a member of any of these organizations, please stand and be recognized at this time. At this time, I'd like to ask our presidential ambassadors to please stand. These students exemplify loyalty and service to Piedmont Technical College, chosen for their academic achievement, leadership skills, and a willingness to give back to the college. Presidential ambassadors represent the college and our president, Dr. Rivers, at various events, and we thank them for all they do. We're also pleased to announce that we have veterans graduating today. Will these students please stand? Thank you for your service. At this time, I'd like to ask the county award winner to please come forward. Each year, the Piedmont Technical College Area Commission presents awards to students from each county who have earned the highest grade point average on a cumulative basis in an associate degree or diploma program. These students have demonstrated outstanding academic excellence, and we congratulate them for their accomplishments. Members of our area commission present these awards, and at this time I'd like to ask Dr. Lambries, the commissioner from Saluda County, to come forward to present the award. The recipient this afternoon from Newberry County is a general technology welding major, Tyler Alewine. Thank you, Dr. Lambries, and let's have one more round of applause for our winner.
Before we transition to the conferring of diplomas, I would like to introduce the remaining members of our stage party. As I announce your name, please stand. Ms. Tara Gauntz, Dean of the Healthcare Division. Mr. Josh Lindsay, Dean of Arts and Sciences Division. Ms. Christina Knight, Dean of Engineering and Industrial Technology Division. Ms. Alicia Brown, Vice President for Human Resources. And Dr. Amy England, President of PTC's Faculty Senate and Mace Bearer for today's event. At this time, I would ask graduates to please come forward.
Receiving an Associate in Arts, Candace Bush. Tiffany Page Lewis. Shatay L. Middleton. Receiving an Associate in Science, Pedro Mateo Andres. Anijah Tayana Fleming. Maximilian Rolt. Kaylee Rittenauer. Receiving both an Associate in Arts and Associate in Science degree, Sharika Turner. Receiving an Associate in Applied Science, major in Cardiovascular Technology, Adult Echocardiography concentration, Angela Reese Cummings. Shakira Marie Edwards. Lamar Aubrey's Elmore. Adrian Hardy. Megan Nicole Mercier. Ashlyn Tribble. Skylar Gabrielle Williams. Major in Cardiovascular Technology, Invasive Concentration, Hannah Chavis. Bryson Tyler Cook. April Danny. Tara D. Gillens. Emily Lotz. Tara A. Smith. Receiving an associate degree in nursing, Selena Carvalho. Joanna Michelle Cruz Bautista. Zion K. Dallas. Caleb Marshall. Tamika Meadows. Kaylin N. Richardson. McKenna Royroe. Shannon Elizabeth Ryan. Andrea Gail Kahn Schoolfield. Marshall Wyatt Smith. Logan Spradley. Bethany Renee Stoll. Sierra Joelle Stoll. Receiving a diploma in applied science, major in practical nursing, Kateri Adrina Baker. Marie Liz Bibois. Portia Valencia Callaway. Brittany Shandell Davis. Whitney P. Dennis. Aisha Nicole Gilchrist. Kimberly Grant. Jocelyn Delane Hosey. Abigail Jaquette. Bianca Brianna Massey. Alexandria Swan Mitchell. Crystal Rains. Angela Denise Ritchie. Justacia Abriana Nicole Salter. Christopher L. Shaver. Melissa Gail Simmons. Linda Tran. Receiving an associate in applied science, occupational therapy assistant, Zatara Contessa Bell. Brittany D. Black. Elizabeth Drayton Goldman. Diana L. Gonzalez Carlos. Morgan Eileen Harsh. Anna Michelle Johnson. Alexia Lotiona Kennedy. Melvetta Lagrune. Hannah Martin. Christina Matouche. Siobhan Nicole Stewart. Alexis Stockman Watkins. Major in General Technology, Paramedic Concentration, Phoebe Rose Kapperman. Certificate in Paramedic, Courtney Dawkins. David Emmanuel Johnson. Noella J. Palatti. Receiving an Associate in Applied Science, major in Automotive Technology, Paul Abraham Santos Vicente. Major in Building Construction Technology, Michael Paul Eichhoff. Sean Anthony Stotler. Major in Mechatronics Technology, Michael Brendan Clark. James Matthias Hirschman. Marshall Allen Johnson. Willis Long. Brian Leonardo Lopez Perez. Lanty Memnall. Major in General Technology, Welding Concentration, Tyler Brooks Aylwine. Thomas Cadle. Jesus M. Martinez. Adam Russell Sitars. Weston Glenn Wilson. Major in Criminal Justice, Aissa Benjamin.
Let us take a moment to recognize the exceptional achievements of these students before us. Each one has navigated academic challenges and has demonstrated unwavering commitment, resilience, and thirst for knowledge. Now they stand on the cusp of a transformative journey, poised to leave their mark on this world. On behalf of our president and the Area Commission, I hereby declare that all who have successfully completed the academic requirements for their programs of study are graduates of Piedmont Technical College. Graduates, please stand and take this moment to celebrate all of your accomplishments by turning your tassel. And now, as we conclude this commencement ceremony, I extend our heartfelt gratitude to all who have contributed to the success of our graduates, friends, family, faculty, and staff who have contributed. Thank you for your unwavering support. Graduates, go forth with confidence, for you are now alumni of Piedmont Technical College, and your journey has only just begun. We ask that all guests in the audience and on stage remain seated for the recessional. Thank you.